Hi guys, you're welcome to the first episode of the Surulere League show. And on the Surulere League, you all know what the Surulere League is about. If you've been following Elegbete TV, last season we did a bit of social media work with the Surulere League. This season we've decided, okay, let's take it a step further and bring it on the screen. So we've decided that this season we're going to bring a lot of highlights from the league and also go to the training ground of some of these teams, bring them to you, show you how they are doing their working. Today on the show, I have three coaches on the show. Coach Danny Azan, Coach Said Shonoyi, and Coach Jamiu Isa. Coach Danny Azan is the coach of Danas FC, and Said Shonoyi is the coach of Starbase. I mean, Starbase have been very, very popular on social media, as well as Coach Jamiu Isa, who is the coach for Dominion Hotspur. Last season, I put my smart money on them to win the league, but then they embarrassed me. They made me lose my money, and Goshen FC won it. Guys, you're welcome to the Surulere League show. Let me start with you, Coach Danny, Danas FC. Let's get to know you a little bit. Who are you? Where you from? How did you get into coaching? You look like someone who should be in politics.
That's the only thing I will not go into. Actually, my name is Danny Nazal. I'm half Nigerian, half Lebanese. I run a health club in Ikeja, Lagos. I used to play professional football. I'm very passionate about football. I remember during my early days in school, I used to run away from school just to play football. And my parents used to beat me and say, you have to focus on your education and everything. I played professionally in Lebanon, came to Nigeria, and I got injured. And I've done some courses in football through the Asian Football Confederation. I've done some courses here in Nigeria and NIS. I'm passionate about sports generally. And I've observed that football is a passion, is a religion in Nigeria. And you have lots and lots of talents and people that want to play and want to make it in football. It's just that they're not going through the right channels. So I decided to create a football team or to set up a football team or football club that can be able to cater to these guys, discover talents from early age, and try to push them to play football. And that's how Danas came about. Now, after 3 years, we are playing Amateur 3 and NLO Division 3. And we are playing Surulere League, which is the best, in my personal opinion, the best grassroots league in Nigeria. And we are competing against the best teams in Lagos, if not in Nigeria. If you look at the Challenge Cup, box to box, where they got to and everything. So,
all right, let me hold your thoughts. Let me hold your thought there. You seem like the kind of guy who, if I give you a chance, like the Obama kind of guy, you would run us out of the show. Let me go to Dominion Hotspur. Dominion Hotspur have Coach Jamiu Isa, and he looked pretty very young. More like, it looked like somebody who's supposed to be a player. Coach Jamiu, how do you become a coach of a team that you're supposed to be playing for?
Yeah, thank you for having me in the show. It all started when I was playing. You know, as I was playing in the CAT project, that was a project under British Council. We were opportune to be going into coaching too. You understand? So as you play, we're going to just this British, style of doing things. While you play, you do coaching. So I developed passion from there. And I remember when I was playing, my coach would just tell me to go and do the female team because we have male and female team. You just tell me to go and do the female team. So the passion in me to actually sport, and give my best, to whatever they ask me to do, push me into. So I thought about it that when I finish playing, I have to make a difference, in all these players' lives. So that was where the passion came from. And as I was playing, I got your, so I stopped playing. Then I got to coaching.
Okay, so
my first coaching career was when I joined a Elegbete Football Academy. I started academy, and
you joined what?
From there, I need more challenge.
Jamiu, wait. Jamiu, wait. You said you joined what team?
Elegbete Football Academy. I started from Elegbete Football Academy. That's Zudu, man.
Yeah, Elegbete. I just wanted to be sure.
There. Yeah.
Okay, so let's
So from there, I started. So it was when the CEO of Dominion Network saw me, what I was doing on the field, and he said, would I like to, take up this challenge? So it was something that is challenging for me from beginning, but I summoned courage that let me give it a try. You can do this. So that was when I joined them, and since when I joined them, it's been really good. I've been learning a lot, from handling adults, from kids to handling adults, and for the past 3 years we've achieved a lot in the
okay.
team.
So
We played Train Cup final 2 years ago. We were FA Cup final
Jamiu, hold on,
2017
hold on,
final.
hold on. How old are you? Sorry, if I may ask, how old are you?
I'm 25 years.
25 years old, and you're coaching these big boys. I'm going to come back to that, but let me bring on the man who's been in the cooler since. I think that team is the most active team on social media, Starbase FC. Of all the teams in Lagos, I mean, I'm not just focusing on Surulere League now, but of all the teams in Lagos, I think they're the most active team. They've tagged me to the point where the weight of their tag is pulling me down. I'm bringing in Sahid Shonoyi from Starbase FC. Sahid, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. So you two, your young man who's the coach of Starbase FC, how did this whole thing start? I can understand Danas. I mean, this is a bros. You are supposed to be playing for the team. Why are you coaching?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Haidafi. Actually, I'm a coach player, and I'm the current interim coach. Like, Starbase is being run by guys who are hustling and trying to make ends meet. We find out that paying coaches every week is draining us down, and it is affecting how we are financing the boys, going for matches, supporting them with their daily needs and other things. So, being someone that has vast knowledge in football, I was playing a professional football like 10 years ago. I played in Bangladesh Professional League. I played Brothers Union in Bangladesh 2010. In 2010, again, I moved to Nepal. I played Suambu FC in Nepal, in the Nepal main league. So when I came back to Nigeria around 2011, I had injury on my knee. So I trained with different teams in Lagos. I played different teams. I played FA Cup and other teams. So later when I moved down to K2 area, I found out that there is a team in my area that is doing well. So I joined the team. I started as a player, and I still play for the team. But when we found out that most time we spend money on coaching, we pay coaches every week and then. So our management now started, okay, this guy has vast knowledge in this game. He's a born leader. He leads the team most times. There are sometimes without the coach, he will be the one to make selections. He will be the one to handle the team, both training and matches. Let's just test on him. So last year during the league, I handled almost all the league's games. I handled the team in the Lagos State FA Cup, even though I was not allowed to sit I was sitting as a player on the bench, and the TM was sitting, or the president was doing like the coach, but I was doing major things underground because I was the main interim coach then. So when the team found out that I'm doing well in the role, they preferred, okay, let's still give him the chance for this coming season. So that's how I become an interim coach and a player. I'm still playing for the team, but I'm doing more of the coaching than the playing.
All right, thank you very much, Sahid. Let me go back to Danas. Now, there's something about Danas that really fascinates me, and I want to know. You said you run a sports club, like a gym, right? For a sports health club, right? If I'm correct.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so how do you balance running a gym, running a football club? Because for me, I've coached before. I know that coaching in itself is time consuming, whether you're coaching on the field or the one player is calling you, I've not eaten, I have this problem, my parents saying this, they say I should leave this football and go and learn work. How do you balance all of this together?
Well, but I have a system in place. I have some players that are working for me already. So these guys, it's not about only football. I want to create an impact in their lives. It's about a societal change for me. So these guys that you see in my team, majority of them are my staff. So I give them jobs. I'm more of teaching you how to fish instead of giving you a fish every day. So instead of you calling me all the time, you are hungry, I should give you money. Let me teach you a trade that you can be able to do. So I have gym instructors, I have waiters. These are all guys that I give jobs to, and they are doing very well. And we are coping with the team. We have to do that. Once you have passion for something, the pain, the stress, and everything will always subside, and your passion will be above everything.
Okay, so I read in one book some time ago, Agents of Innocence. It says that it was talking about at the CIA and work. That's what the book is about. But somewhere in one of the chapters of the book, it said that the most entrepreneurial people in the world are the Middle Easterns. Would you say that? First, do you agree with that?
To a certain extent, yes. Okay,
so would you say that your Middle Eastern bloodline has helped you to formulate both a football and sustainable business policy that is working well for you?
Well, you see, football in its own is business. And it's about time we realize in Nigeria that we need to understand or take our clubs as businesses. And we need to be able to educate our players that this is your life, this is your career, this is a business. So combining between the two, that football and business, there is no difference at all. It's something that you can be able to handle. It's like you managing two businesses. In this part of the world, there are many people that are into different kinds of businesses. They are doing two businesses. Some people are employees. And in the meantime, they have their own businesses they are running on the side. So to me, I'm passionate about sports. I'm very fortunate to be running a health club, a sports club that have squash court, swimming pool, and I cater to different age categories. And on the other hand, also, I'm focusing on football. So combining the two together and treating both as a business, I'm very fortunate to do that, and I'm very okay with that. And it's a good thing.
Oh, okay, so let me come back to you, Saheed. What were the valuable lessons you learned from playing in the Surulere League last season? That, I mean, some people, my reporter Emmanuel Sebastian said that Starbase was one of his best bets to win the league, while I was saying it's Dominion Hotspur. What were the things you learned from playing last season that you say, okay, we didn't do this well, we didn't do that well, we think if we get this together, we'll be able to stop Goshen from winning the league? What's the things?
Firstly, I will start with timing. Most times our fixtures are not always favorable. Like you all know, Starbase, we parade educated players. Most of our players are students, some in higher institution, some in secondary schools. Those in higher institution, sometimes they will have tests at the same time we have matches. Sometimes we start matches with nine players. Even me, I will start the match with them. I will start with 9-1 or 10-1 or 8-1 sometimes. There are sometimes we will not have any players on the bench just because the timing was wrong. Sometimes we will be given fixtures of 2 p.m. At the end, the game will start by 4 p.m. Some of our players would have left because they have some other things they need to get done at that moment. So timing is one of the major factors that affected us last season, and we are working on it so that at this year edition, it won't be a problem to us.
So what you're saying is, if you get the timing right, that's if the organizers, because timing is not your problem now. If the organizers get the timing right, and when they say game is 9 o'clock, it happens 9 o'clock. You are sure that you will get more points on the log than you had last season, right?
Exactly. Like last year, we missed most of our key players. Like our star striker, Odu Roberts, missed more than 5 games due to timing issues. Which is one of our strengths, is the major person we build the team on. So missing that kind of a crucial player, you should understand how it affects the team.
But again, don't you think that it is suicidal for you to build your team around a player that is always going to go to school, going to go pursue his academic career? Because that's something you can't stop. That's something you cannot stand against. In my thoughts, I mean, I went to school and played football. I think that that's the kind of player that you're supposed to have as a fringe player, while those who are supposed to be there every time will be your star player. But then talent is not something that everybody have. It's not transferable. So I can sympathize with you, but I just hope that you get your act right. Now, Dominion Hotspur, what happened last season? You guys were, Box to Boss, and G12 were the pinpoint top teams. Goshen came out of nowhere and won the league. What happened? You guys were actually regular season top of the table, right?
Yeah.
And then you went to the playoff and you imploded. What happened?
I think that's just football for you. It's football because we started very well in the league, and we didn't top our table by mistake. Okay, we work hard for it, and we're one of the best teams in Surulere. Okay, it's what people say, and it's what I believe. But the thing is, when we go to the playoff, we work hard to top the table, but nobody gave us that chance to top the table. But we surprised a lot of people, okay, because we focus on our strength, what we can do. So we didn't focus on other teams. The only focus on other team that I had was to study them, study their tactics, then bring the details back to our players. And that was what went well for us. But in the playoff,
Let me cut in here. I spoke with the winning coach, Coach Abbey of Goshen FC, and this is what he had to say. He said during the regular season, he told his players that all we need to do is just to qualify, be in the top 6. We don't need to top the table. Don't burn too much energy. Study the games that you need to win and the ones you don't need to bother yourself, but make sure you're in the top 6. When the playoff came in, they still have more energy compared to Dominion Oscar, who had burned up their energy fighting to top the table, and that's why they qualified. Do you think, this is me not taking the words of Coach Abbey, do you think that was a problem for your team? Like he said, the coach of Dominion FC was inexperienced. He was youthful. He just wanted to win every game. So they were burned out. Do you think that's true? Looking back now, do you think that's true?
I don't quite agree with that, because there is a motivation for players that really goes a long way. Okay, because I told them, I said, look, guys, what we need to do is to focus on each of our games and let's win the table, because that will boost their morale. So that was our target. Okay, to top the table. Then other teams, even in the playoff, when they know that you guys top the table, you understand, they will be a little scared that, okay, let's see what they can do. You understand? So I think we were just a bit fortunate in the playoff, because in the first game when we play Goshen Stars, we had a lot of chances. We could have won the goal by 2-3 goals if we converted our chances. But that's football for you. So we drew against them. We beat better in the next game. Then we were looking for a goal in the last game against what's it called? This team again against the pros, and we couldn't, find the net. So we were just a bit fortunate. I don't think it's a fatigue or we're tired, because you need to have this balance as a coach. Especially when you are playing the league, so that you won't exhaust the energy of the player. So I think we were just a bit fortunate about it. And like they said, they were fortunate because nobody tipped them to win the league. But football, you don't know where it's going.
All right, let me come to Danas. Dan, can you tell us where you think your team would get to? What's the target for your team this season in terms of playing in the Surulere League?
Definitely, we are going to take each match as a final match, as if we are playing in final. We are coming in. Personally, I don't like to lose. If I'm playing kickabouts or whatever I'm doing, I don't like to lose. That's why I put my 100% in everything I do. So be hearing people saying the educated teams, with all due respect, we'll educate them on football. We will teach them. They can go and educate themselves in the classroom, but they come to the pitch, we will educate them. So we are here to win the league. We are not. I don't. I mean, as a businessman, I don't do investment that will lose. We are here to win this league, and we are going to play every match as a final match. It's simple as that. We're not going to look at names, experiences, or whatsoever.
Okay, before we round up, Danas, who are the star players in your team? For the fans that are coming to watch the games, anytime Danas is playing, who are the players that we should be looking at for? Give us some names. Pop up some names off the top of your head.
Enoch, 18 years old, very good. Joshua Obakimi is our star striker. He's the one scoring all our goals. We have our wings that are very fast. Abiola Adebayo, Precious Emmanuel. We have our attacking midfielder, Oyeka Odozo. So we have a very good squad, and we're going to surprise everybody. We are coming as underdogs, but we are going to surprise everybody.
All right. I like last season an underdog team won the league, so maybe another underdog will win it. And I like betting on underdogs, so maybe I'll put a little money on you guys to win it. But let me go to Starbase, who are still regarded as one of the teams that would terrorize everybody. I mean, I hear that my report from the grapevine, I hear that they have a team that is cracked, a team that is streetwise, a team that is rugged, a team that is fearless. Somebody called them Guerrilla Warriors. Coach Said, how far do you think your team will go this season, and what is the target for you guys?
As far as winning the title, last year we were very unfortunate not to have won the league. We made it up to the playoff. Actually, I don't want to put or shift blame, but the like I said earlier, the timing has always not been in our favor. Our first match, we played till like 7:30 p.m. when there was no light in the stadium. So I don't want to put blame, but I'm very sure this season we are winning the title. No excuse, no blames. We are winning the title because this is ours.
All right, Coach Jamil, Dominion Sport topped the league last season, regular season, went into the playoff, drew one, lost one, and won one. They were starved of goal. In the regular season, you scored a lot of goals. You were banging in goals right from back and center. Went into the playoff, you couldn't score. This season, what is the goal for you? And then who are the players you're looking up to in your team to say, these guys they've gotten one experience here and there that can add value to your season?
Yeah, let me just correct you there. We scored 2 goals in the playoff. We didn't lose any game. We drew 2.
Okay, you drew 2 and won 1.
Win 1.
Okay, so
yes, we drew 2
what happened this season?
1 game. Then this season, we want to do better than what we did last season, because we have some new players coming into the team now who are very good and talented, young and energetic. Because last season, we had 5 players before our playoff travel abroad for trials. So that affected us, a lot in the league. But this season, we have a formidable team, very tactical, technical, and we are working on the psychological aspect of the group. I think we are good to go this season. We are a team to watch. We are a team to watch this season. I bet my money, because we are going to surprise a lot. Very close last season, but this year, I think we are there to win the trophy.
All right, as we round up, we can't but talk about coronavirus, because it is what has delayed the league. It is what has also held us back a bit. But then coronavirus has also taught us how to reinvent ourselves. Starting with you, Jamil, how were you guys able to keep a training regime going in this last 6 or 7 weeks that we've been shut out of, coming together?
Basically, we have a platform, WhatsApp platform, that we engage the player in. So even during the virus, the lockdown, we still engage them in the virus, quizzes. You understand? We talk about, challenges. They come up with tactics. We try to evaluate our session, what and what we need to do when we resume, and things like that. So we got them engaged. Then we give them, training schedule that they will be doing at home to keep fit. Because I know as soon as this lockdown ends, I know the league maybe in 2 weeks is going to start. So we give them this and monitor them. So they do this. I ask everybody to send it back to me so that I will know their fitness, then I will know what next they are going to do to keep shape. So basically, they've been working on strength and endurance. But I think coming back won't be difficult for us because they've been doing this. So we just work on our tactics and go into the game plan.
All right, thank you very much. Saeed, what's your training regime has been since the lockdown?
We've been putting up training routine to our players. We drop it every night, for players to train in the morning, and for some to train in the evening. And those that are not on WhatsApp platform, we text them through SMS, and we get them to understand how important it is for them to train physically and get fit. We know when we resume, basic things we need to do is the tactics, movement, and other things that need to be done on the field of play. So basically, we keep our players in shape by texting them and reaching onto them through WhatsApp messages.
All right, let me go to you, Dan, as we round up. Have you been managing with the coronavirus situation in terms of training and keeping your players in the right fitness?
Well, we predicted this lockdown was going to happen. And just before the lockdown, our live training sessions, as everybody else, we have a platform. They will be giving programs. Each person was given a ball from the team to take home with them. And they were giving programs, or they are giving programs on a daily basis to do and send to us. And apart from that, we're engaging them mentally, doing quizzes, analysis on the group, on the platform. We talk about analyzing games, plays, European football, talking about tactics, because I want them engaged mentally. It's very important for that. And also, we created something to make it more fun. There was challenges, fitness challenge. Who can do more push-ups? Who can create the best fitness video, best ball walks? And they were getting awards for these things, as little as they were getting. But it was exciting. They were coming together. It created that kind of family style, and that's very important.
All right, thank you very much. For everybody who's watching out there, let it be known that in terms of structure and organization, the Surulere League is the best in Nigeria. And you've heard from coaches that are very certain that their teams are going to win. And the most difficult time that any coach or any football organization will face is this Corona period. But then in our little way, we've also been able to use technology to set up these teams, to train, to give their best. I do hope, as part of the media team, that we'll be able to produce some of the best talents that will go and rock the world. But beyond rocking the world, if you're out there around the Surulere neighborhood and you love football, I think this is the league that you want to support, you want to be part of. But beyond all of that, too, corporate Nigerians, we're using this opportunity to call on you to put your brand here, because it gives you a global mileage. We've had players that have played in this league that have gone on to play for national team. Victor Osimhen is one of them. We've had countless number of players that are also, donning the jerseys of your favorite clubs in Europe. So if there is anything, any sports brand that you really want to put your brand on, Surulere League is the league for you. And as I go, before I leave, let me say a very big thank you to Coach Danas, Coach Sahid, and Coach Jamil. I hope that when next we call on you guys, you'll be ready to come give us your thoughts as we progress into the season. Coach Danas, it's been nice having you on the show.
Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to starting the league.
Coach Sahid, it's been very, very wonderful having you, coach player of Starbase. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Oh, you are welcome. I can't wait to start the league.
And 25-year-old Coach Jamil Issa of Dominion Hotspur. I pray that this time you don't go up like Moses up onto the mountain and see the promised land, but don't get into the promised land. Dominion FC, I hope you dominate and win. But then as I'm saying that, I know that Danas is looking at me with what I like. What is this guy saying? And Saeed is looking at me the same way. What is this guy saying? Well, may the best team win. But Coach Jamil Issa, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you this year. We look forward to a great season.
All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Elegbete TV YouTube channel. Don't also forget to follow Starbase on Twitter, Danas FC on Twitter, Dominion Hotspur on Twitter, Instagram, as well as the Surulere League. Because by doing that, you'll be able to get updates, fixtures, results, and videos of your best and favorite players doing their skills and doing all sorts. And did I tell you that we have over 25 university graduates in the Surulere League, and some of them are still in the university. So it tells you that not just only football is played here, we do everything to make sure that we, engage the mind, the body, and the soul, as we will say in church. But right now, it is nice being on the Surulere League show today. Join us again same time next time on Elegbete TV for another episode of the Surulere League show. Thank you very much. My name once again is Idafi Matthew Eseogene. Bye-bye as I leave you.